What if social media never existed? Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, grab your phone, and unlock the screen. But something feels strange. There's no Instagram, no TikTok, no Facebook, no Snapchat, no X. In fact, social media has never existed. Not yesterday, not 10 years ago, not ever. There are no influencers showing off luxury lifestyles, no viral dances taking over the internet, no endless scrolling at midnight when you should be sleeping. For an entire generation, the world would look completely different. But would it actually be better? Or would we lose something far more important than we realize? Let's find out. The internet would still exist. You could still search Google, watch movies online, read news articles, send emails, shop from anywhere in the world. But the internet would feel completely different. Today, most people don't go online looking for information. Information comes looking for them. Every swipe brings a new video. Every scroll brings a new opinion. Every notification demands attention. Without social media, that never happens. The internet becomes a tool instead of a destination. People spend less time consuming content and more time searching for what they actually need. Imagine gaining back several hours every single day. What would you do with that time? Would you learn a new skill, read more books, spend more time with friends and family? Or would something else simply replace social media? Now let's talk about friendships. Think about how many people you stay connected with through social media. Old classmates, former coworkers, distant relatives, people you haven't spoken to in years. Without social media, most of those connections would slowly disappear. At first, that sounds sad, but something interesting might happen. The friendships that remain could become much stronger. People would call each other more often, meet in person more frequently. Conversations would become longer and more meaningful. Instead of watching your friends live their lives through a screen, you would actually experience life together. You wouldn't know what someone had for breakfast. You wouldn't see every vacation photo. And honestly, maybe you wouldn't need to. Relationships would be built through real interactions, rather than likes, comments, and emojis. Your social circle might become smaller, but it could also become deeper. Now consider something even more important: mental health. Millions of people spend hours comparing themselves to carefully edited versions of other people's lives. Perfect vacations, perfect relationships, perfect bodies, perfect success stories. But most of it isn't real. It's a highlight reel. Without social media, much of that comparison disappears. Teenagers might feel less pressure to be perfect. Adults might feel less pressure to constantly prove they're successful. The race for likes, followers, and online validation would never begin. But there is another side to the story. Many people find support online. People battling loneliness, people dealing with illness, people searching for others who understand their struggles. Without social media, finding those communities becomes much harder. So while some mental health problems might improve, others could become worse. The reality is more complicated than it first appears. Now imagine a world without influencers. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Today, some people earn millions of dollars simply by creating content. Entire careers exist because social media exists. But in this alternate reality, none of it happens. No beauty influencers, no travel influencers, no gaming creators with massive audiences, no viral stars becoming famous overnight. Many of the celebrities we know today would remain completely unknown. The creator economy would never exist. Instead, fame would remain largely controlled by television networks, movie studios, and major media companies. The idea that an ordinary person could become famous from their bedroom would sound impossible. Social media didn't just change communication, it changed who gets a voice. Now let's talk about news and politics. Without social media, information would travel much slower. Breaking news would not spread across the world in seconds. Political messages would rely heavily on television, radio, newspapers, and public events. False information would still exist, but it would move far more slowly. At the same time, social movements would face a huge challenge. Many important causes gained global attention because people were able to share stories instantly. Without social media, some movements might never reach international audiences. Some voices might never be heard. The world might be less divided, but it could also be less informed. Business would look completely different too. Imagine trying to start a company without social media. No Instagram ads, no TikTok marketing, no Facebook campaigns, no viral content. For small businesses, reaching customers would become much harder. Advertising would once again be dominated by expensive television commercials, newspapers, and billboards. Many successful entrepreneurs would never get the opportunity to grow their brands. The digital economy would be dramatically smaller. Entire industries would simply not exist. And finally, let's imagine everyday life. You wake up without notifications. You eat breakfast without checking your phone. You sit with your family without distractions. You spend more time outdoors, more time talking, more time experiencing the real world. Life feels slower, quieter, more personal, but something is missing: the ability to instantly connect with someone on the other side of the planet, the ability to learn from millions of people with a single click, the ability to share moments with friends and family no matter where they are. And that's the biggest lesson. Social media isn't entirely good, and it isn't entirely bad. It's simply one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever created. The real question isn't what if social media never existed. The real question is this: are we using social media, or is social media using us? If this video made you think, let us know in the comments. Would your life be better or worse without social media?